Oh, I wasn't talking. Damn it. I think I had it muted. Oh, sorry. If I had it muted, I should be talking. But y'all were hearing me mumble. Regarding Nezzy, she's a whore, she's a pedophile, she's a child rapist, dating all these kids on the reality. That's what a child rapist is, because when the kids are lying about their age, and I went in the stream under alias, under an account that I really hate going under. It's one of my oldest accounts that's a boy account, and I hate going under that because I had to pretend to be his older brother. I had to mute myself while she was in my so-called little my son's stream, my reality son's stream. He's 12, and she was in there and she started being sexual with him. Now she said, "Hey, read your DMs," and he told me what she sent him. I said, "Ew, that's kind of disgusting." She sent him nudes, which is kind of stupid. Now this girl has more than 3 accounts, and regarding how many accounts she has, she's literally using it uh, to lure her prey in. Now for Dragonheart, she is luring him in, cheating on him for these other people, and he doesn't even know about it. Now, Nezzy, this is an app that you will need to know of. It's called Project Z. Regarding about your man, he has been sexually role playing with me, and actually, Yuki Kirito is kind of right. He is sexually role playing with him on Project Z. Now, Yuki's on there, and they have been messaging each other for a while. Yuki showed me proof about all the role plays, and he was not lying, because he got really sexual on Project Z, and he got sexual with me and made me do like all these roles. I wasn't really comfortable with it. I said, sure, I'm up to role play, but I didn't mean sexually. I told him like a normal family role play where it's not romance and stuff, and I said, why don't we just get Nezzy involved and make a GC role play? He was like, oh no, he said, oh, me and Nezzy hardly ever talk. And I'm like this. I started laughing. I'd be like, I said to myself, I said, Nezzy just automatically just ups and leave every little stream he makes and goes offline. Let me persuade why a person like that will go offline. It's to fucking have uh, have weird shit with these kids on the internet. So regarding offline on reality or in Discord, she has more than one boyfriend, and she is a poly whore. Now, what does a whore look like? Nezzy is a whore. Watch Fresh Gaming's video. You will see what a whore looks like. And Fresh Gaming, I want to just say this regarding me protecting her. She told me to lie about her job. No, she's a fucking stripper. And she told me to lie about the quinceañera. No, she's fucking married. She was married. That's the guy that got her pregnant and stuff. He's from Tennessee. And regarding all of that, that's kind of gruesome. She lies about anything, that makes shit up. Now, she doesn't have proof on her end, and I surely will not show what these kids are saying to me, but this is on reality, and you cannot go back and actually get back in their stream that they recorded or ended and to get the evidence. That's not how it works, because my phone don't do all of that screen recording stuff. Only my computer does, and I do OBS or Streamlab or Twitch, and I don't know how to screen record reality. But I cannot do all of that kind of, things where I have to look in their stream to find the stream that they were in so I can like review it. That's not how it goes. You can't review a stream whenever it's ended. That's kind of like privacy set type business. Nezzy has, let me check. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go on reality and show you guys the amount of accounts this girl has. And Dragonheart doesn't even know about it. And I'm sure he will eventually, but I don't think he'll like hearing it. So let me go on reality. Cause Yuki follows all of the accounts. Yeah, Yuki does follow all the accounts. So let me see. Her first one is Her first account is Lady Lucifer. She made a new one called Elizabeth. There's Chiaki. There is Lady Hades. Let's not forget Blood Raven. You got the one where she pretended to be her sister or daughter. I don't remember the name. And let's see. I'm going to go to his followings real quick. And then I'm going to check. You got Lady Hades. You got Octavia. And keep in mind, guys, she still uses it. But she just goes offline after. And she doesn't use it once she gets her other accounts. Then you got... She's got a new one account. She's got a new account. Lady Shadina, I think. It's following one of my best friends. Yuki's following one of my friends, too. Let's see what Tanner has. Tanner's got more of her accounts than I do. Yeah, he does. He's got one of them. And I'm not going to name it because I don't like naming things. Let's see. Gotta scroll down. He's following some of my accounts. Hold on. I don't see anything. But other than that, that's all the accounts she has. She has more than 2. Well, actually more than 3. So, yeah, she's a whore. If she's got more than 3 accounts, she's using them to lure in her victims. And I don't care. Now, I'm going to be the adult here, and I'm going to show you guys what my Uncle Tanner sent me on my phone, but I'm going to read what he sent me like 2 hours ago when I was asleep regarding Nezzy. He sent me images, and I don't know how to pull them up on my screen, so I'm just going to read it. I didn't screenshot it because I don't know how to screenshot on this phone no more. Let's see. Get this. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. She said, "Hey, this is Tanner. I just want to let you know that me and Nezzy are not dating anymore. I realize she's a whore. Also got 3 messages from my daughter, Emma, relating to how she is towards her. Not to mention what she's doing with Demon Wolf, Satan, and other guys as well, along with Meliodas. Keep in mind, this is regarding her new boyfriend. If you have any contact with her new boyfriend, quote unquote, dragonheart, please tell him what is going on or tell him to message me or send him my Discord. I will gladly send him exactly what she told me. Love you a lot. Be safe. Yours truly, Uncle Tanner." Oh, and I made, last night I made some food. So while I was making food, he called me and saying, "Hey, is Nezzy with you?" I was like, "No, Nezzy's still in Texas." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And be like, "If she ever comes near you, just call me and I'll come over there and I'll have her arrested." Yeah, he can have her arrested if she came near me. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like people near me. Like, if it's coming from a person that I hardly ever know, she's just one problem to worry about. And Fun Fact and Fresh are the only ones that actually worried about that. Now, I want to say thank you to Fun Fact for making a pinned comment or having a pinned comment made in Fresh Gaming's Part 2 video about Nezzy or Millie regarding about no people should be threatening me, especially in real life and online. And the video was only about Millie. Everything about me was in context. So I am not upset no more. I am more happy to know that, I wasn't actually being targeted. Me being targeted, I felt targeted at first, but now realizing it was all for her, I was like, okay, there we go. Now we know what we're getting at. She's being targeted. They're going to put me out there on the spot and, take what I have into the context. So, regarding all of what's being said about her, if you want to know what's being said about her, go on Fresh Gaming's channel. I will put a link in my comments to where you can find that video. And you can make a comment on there regarding Millie, aka Nezzy. So, If you're someone that's a victim of her and you feel like she is going to be trying to come at you or date you, go to Fresh Gaming, go to funfact, send them proof, send them what she's saying to you, send them all the messages that she sent you or all the nudes that she can send you. Like, no, there's some things out there that I cannot be putting up in my videos, but they could put it in a video. And I know they said they would never make a part 3, and if they did make a part 3, it would be regarding all the victims that she lured on that app. And it may be a nesting ground for her, but coming from a person, she told people while I was in Dragonheart stream that she can hack, and regarding how she thought Luna Light was Yuki Kirito or Luna Kitsune or whatever, it kind of just like put it out there that she thinks she can fucking hack. Like, Millie, let's get this straight. If you think 1 second your little pussy ass self can fucking hack, you got one thing coming, because I can get the law on you. Not to mention how you abuse your kids on the phone, and when I'm live, I hear the kids yelling and screaming. Not to mention, Fresh and Fun Fact heard the baby screaming, like when we were all on call. Like, when you say that the kids fell, I defended your ass. I'm not going to defend you no more. I'm not doing that. So, Fresh and Fun Fact, here's the truth. She does abuse her kids. She's an abuser. That's why people want to get DCFS on her ass. That's why her family don't trust her with her kids. That's why, her pregnancy should have been terminated. Unlike mine, I don't abuse my kid. My kid may curse, but that's not coming from me. I have one language, and only time I ever curse is towards my dad. And my dad was always targeting me. But my dad is also the cause of my son cursing, and my son is the cause of hitting me. But I never hit my son. And y'all don't ever see me hit my kid. And Nezzy knows I don't hit my kid. But if she's going to tell people that I hit my kid, I rape kids, that's coming from a person that don't have valid proof that I rape kids or rape my own son or I'm a pedophile. Because I have proof. I finally have proof on my Discord. I sent it to Fun Fact. And I'm going to show you guys because I want to show you guys what she called me back in the day. She called me a pedophile because I was dating a 21-year-old. Now let's look back at that, Nezzy. Because I'm still mad at you for calling me a fat bitch and saying I am a pedophile when Aaron Red Shadow was actually in his 20s. Not to mention how everyone on goddamn reality and Discord is literally saying my new boyfriend is a fucking 15-year-old. When I have proof and I have his ID on hand. I even printed out his ID just in case he comes down to Louisiana. And if he did come down to Louisiana, I'd have it on hand. That way he doesn't get in trouble with the law. And so when he does come down here, I'll make sure he gets freaking insurance with me. So people who are calling me a pedophile, watch what you say. Because there's some things you want to keep out of your mouth. Because coming from me, I can defend myself really, really well. I may not have a gun, but I will have a gun eventually, and I will use it. Trust me. In the South, it's legal to shoot someone. And Fun Fact told me. By the way, thank you, Fun Fact, for letting me know I can shoot a person. Because now I know that it's not against the law. And if it's for protecting myself, I will definitely protect myself with a gun. I have tons of weapons. I got a shank. I got one of those knuckle things. I have a taser. I have pepper spray. Not to mention, I will be getting a gun. So, anything else I need, I do not know. So, regarding what I need, I got it. I even asked the cop if it was okay to own a gun and if I wanted to protect myself, could I shoot someone? They said, yes, it's fine. As long as if you don't hit them in the heart and if you just shoot them in the kneecap where they still surviving, then it's fine. As long as it's not anywhere near the chest where they can die. That's about it. Nowhere else. Only the leg. So, yeah. That's all I can think of. I would never shoot a person. But if it's going to come towards a person threatening me, like back in the day where Nezzy threatened me, threatened to get me hurt. Oh! I didn't screenshot that! It's kind of funny. I could have screenshotted that, but I didn't. Let me tell you what she told me in my ex-boyfriend's stream. Oh my god. Now this is coming from a person that experienced death threats, coming from a Texas whore. Like, let me tell you what this whore told me. She said that she wants to she said people from her end are gonna hunt me down and kill me and kill my 3-year-old. Like, bitch, what you think this is? This is not a game. And if you want to make it into a game, I will make it into a game. I will make a game about you and make sure everybody knows what kind of a stuck-up little bitch you is. So don't test me. Because I don't play. Now, I'm sure Fresh Gaming and Fun Fact don't play either. Because I don't play. Now I know my law. And I know Maddie and Games know their law. Because me, I went to law school for 2 years. And I know my law. And I know where my law stands. Now, if you've heard, I don't remember what he told me. Somebody's little case about the hacking into Donkey Kong or whatever, cheating into Donkey Kong. But other than that, other people need to read about that because, one, it's kind of interesting. And two, regarding the law of Louisiana, it's not against the law to shoot a person. And it's not against the law to wield a gun. Or have weapons. And weapons are actually needed here in my area because we have plenty of break-ins, and that's needed. So, regarding Texas law, where you think death threatening a child, but also their mother, I think that's against the law. That's a penalty. Because if you're going to say you want somebody to kill my son, and you said you wish that my son was killed, and saying you cannot wait for your friends, quote-unquote, friends that you don't have, or quote-unquote, the people that you don't have to come and kill my son, but also me. No, let me enlighten everyone right now. She threatened to have my son killed. She said that she will hunt me down and have me killed. None other than less. She couldn't just said have me killed. She wanted to put my son involved. My son involved. Now, I'm not going to be nice to this bitch no more because I don't care if she watches my videos. But when you want to target me, don't bring my goddamn son into this. Because regarding what you're saying, I can actually get cops involved, and that's against the law. Because if you're saying you want to get my little boy killed, I think that is where I can get cops involved. I actually did tell cops to come to my house the day you said that when I was in Aaron's stream. Because cops were at my house and they saw everything. Regarding to what you said about me and what you said about my son, when I told them where you live, they were like, okay, yes, we'll find her. And I told them your Facebook. I gave them your Facebook. One of them tried to find your location but couldn't. Now, the Facebook, they can add your Facebook or they can get your parents involved and tell, hey, this is what your daughter's doing. She's threatening someone's little boy, stuff like that. Now, I don't want to get your ass in trouble with your family, but now I can. Because what you said back then really does hurt still. Now, calling me a fat bitch, take a look in the mirror. Who's the real one? We don't care if you lose weight. But to me, when you want to call someone else fat, that's body shaming. Because I love myself for the way I am. And, it's kind of not right for a human being to call somebody else fat when they've gone through the same motherfucking issue. Like, I'm sorry I don't, meet your level. But just because I'm not pretty, don't mean you can bully me. And don't mean other people can bully me because, I take that into an offense. And that's where I can bully you. Because I was a bully in high school. I am not going to lie. I got into fights. Like, I literally got into fights. Like, I wasn't scared to get my hair pulled, punched in the face. No. I got punched in the face. I started bleeding out of my nose. I got a black eye. I was excited about that because I really didn't care. But what this bitch got in her face was pull on. Her weave got out of her hair, and she was a white girl. Her entire extensions or weave or extensions got out of her hair because I yanked it out. And I said, bitch, this is what you got out of your hair, you ugly motherfucker. And then when the goddamn officer tried to yank me back. I started running after her, and I freaking goddamn pinned her to the ground, and I started pulling her hair out, this and that. And you know what? I didn't end up in jail. She did. Because guess what? She started it first. Because, I was pregnant. And I fought when I was pregnant. And it didn't hurt my kid at all. Because my son was itty bitty bitty. I didn't even realize I was pregnant. And, when I didn't realize I was pregnant, I started drinking alcohol. And I was still young. But I had my first alcohol at such a young age. A taste of alcohol. But I didn't know. I got pregnant and I didn't realize I was. So, yeah. Regarding my pregnancy, I didn't even know. It was on a November. It was a Thanksgiving, and I didn't realize. So don't blame me. Regarding of my fight with these people, with this girl, I can take a fight, but when it comes to somebody who's whoring around on my apps, I think it's about time somebody learned their lesson. Because I can make a game right now, and I'm definitely going to make a game. I think everybody heard about a game that nobody knows that's on the App Store for iPhones and for Google Play, like for Samsungs. If nobody heard about a game called Let's Expose Someone, it's a game where it shows their photos, real life photos, and then you gotta press on their photo, and they'll be like, who is the pedophile? Who's the child rapist? Who is this? How old are they? And then I'll give you their age, give you their photo, who is who, and stuff like that. It'll be like, let's expose someone. It's basically a game exposing people. And then it gives you the results at the end, be like, you need to call the police. And then it'll give them their address as well because, the game does do this thing called coding the address after you press their photo. I don't know how it does that. I didn't put that in. Trust me. But that's a game that I made. And it's not that bad. I did get paid for making a game, and it was exciting. So, yeah, I made a game, and I did it in full sale. And it wasn't that bad. I made a game a long time ago. It doesn't have Millie involved. It doesn't have anyone. It has all these old people that I knew of that are pedophiles and dated kids and fucked kids. And to be honest, one of them in general I used to date, and I have him involved. But regarding Nezzy, I think it's about time for a part 3 to be involved for Fresh to make a part 3 because I think I'm gonna actually put up the thing I sent. Fun fact. Let me pull that up right now. I'm losing my voice because when it comes to exposing a human being, I'm also kind of sick because I don't like doing stuff like that. Because I'm not a bad person. But when it comes to her fucking playing with other people's emotions, I think it's about time she gets what she deserves. So let's pull it up. I'm going to pull up her conversation with. He put in this damn thing. He said not a virgin. Go fun fact. Alright, let me go up real quick and go find it. I don't remember. Alright, here it is. I got it. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Fun fact, I'm sorry if I put your thing out there. Don't hate me. I'm about to do that. Alright, you guys want to see what she sent me? I'm going to pull it up right now. So, look at this. And then if we scroll in. So, if you can't see what she sent me, it's down there. I'm going to. Let me full screen this bitch right here. If you can't see it, trust me, I'm trying my best to. Alright, this is what she sent me. This is what she said, if you can't see it. She said, I am sorry, I'm blocking both of you. She called me a pedophile. She's calling us pedophiles because she believed he was dating a little girl, but I wasn't a pedophile. She said bye. She said fuck you. Then she called me a fat bitch. And then this one goes on. And she said I'm calling CPS, meaning Child Protective Services, and telling them what you do, killing yourself and shit. Yep. And she said fuck you again. And that was about it. So regarding what she said to me, I really think this is like a problematic issue, regarding Nezzy's little, so-called anger problem with me back in the day. Back then, I wasn't taking shit from her, and I really didn't want to put that out there that she called me a pedophile first. But, um, it does kind of hurt. Like, being called a pedophile is a lot, and I really, really didn't like being called that because she was like putting me out there like I was the one being a pedophile. But she doesn't know me. And I never dated kids. And then she said Silver was 15. And she said that I dated her ex boyfriend. And that she said good luck, Silver's 15 and all. Now, let me persuade all of y'all too. Silver is in his 20s. He is 21. And I saw his ID, and he's from Kentucky. He's from Kentucky, so he is 21. He is legal age. He was 20 years old last year. He's 21 now this year. So regarding what she says about Silver, that's on her defense because she calls everyone, minors. Before getting to know them, and let me just say how stupid she is. She calls anyone minors. She thinks because how they sound is because they're kids. No, 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 no. You need to ask for ID. Now, he did send me his ID, and so did Program. So everybody that I dated sent me ID. So I have ID proof. So what do you have? Only your little words without having proof. Now, did Silver say he was 15? No, he did not. Maybe he lied about his age, so you do not fucking date him because he did not want a pedophile like you with him. Now, Silver called me a pedophile, but back till this day, 17 is legal age. So I had a boyfriend. He was 17, and it was not against the law to date him. And it wasn't against the law to date him when he was 16 as well. So trust me, it was not against the law because one, at 16, it with consent of family. My family told me I can date him even though he was 16, and his family said he can date me even though I was in my 20s. So only for consent you're able to date someone like that. So I wasn't a pedophile because he was about to be 17. He was about to be an so-called adult. So at 17, legally you're an adult at 17. Back in 2020. So Nezzy and Silver didn't know that legal age starts at 17. So with what they put on me, I think that's low key ignorance, and their IQ level is a 0. So if I want to say that Nezzy has no intentions of going to college, because if any college saw this video regarding her, they will see that she's calling other people pedophiles. She probably won't become a zoologist because, she's not going to become that. She lies about every little thing. Like, trust me, she lies about anything. And me, even though I went to law school, I also went to college for another thing, for zoology. So I also went to school for zoology. I love animals, and I really do love animals. I used to work at a zoo here in Louisiana, and I still do. And I love my job. I worked for the zoo at Baton Rouge or New Orleans, Audubon Zoo, and I worked at an aquarium. Now, my big fanatic is the freaking sharks. I love the sharks. I love the dolphins. I love the whales. But the sharks are my one thing that are my friends. And I love sharks. And I really do love sharks. And I'm a big shark fan. Because I love Sharknado and I love anything shark related. Whales, orcas, humpback whales, dolphins, anything. I became a scuba diver for the aquarium. And I got to swim with the sharks. And it was so exciting. It was kind of scary at first, but when you're sure about it, you'll love it. I mean, I wasn't on my, period, or I wasn't bleeding. They said to make sure you were on your period or you had any wounds where blood was spewing out. I said, no, I'm good. So I swam with the sharks and it was awesome. Now, there is one thing about sharks that you need to know of. There's no great white sharks in the aquarium because in these tanks they're just tiny little hammerheads and tiny little nursery sharks. So nursery sharks are like easy to handle. And when they saw me working there, I am going to be so surprised to tell you guys this. My family saw. And I was not able to attend my cousin's birthday at the aquarium because I was working there. Now, when I saw what was going on, I was literally there. But when I finished my job, I was there to eat cake. And I got a surprise in a bag because I had an Xbox One. My uncle and I think my dad both got me gifts, and it was Xbox games. And I was so excited. And then I had to go back to work because I had to go back into my scuba suit that was wet. I was in my bikini and I was skinny back then. So trust me, it was a little bit difficult back when I was a young girl. I was young as hell. I was 17. Yeah. No. 18. No, wait. Yeah. 18. No. 17. I don't remember. I was young and I worked for the aquarium and they were looking for participants to work for scuba gear, go scuba diving. And I was so prepared and I was excited. And I was a little bit nervous because I told myself I did not like sharks. But, I got used to it and I love the sharks now. They're my friends. So anytime I go out in the water and anytime I go out in the sea and I see dolphins and I see the whales and I see the sharks, I'm not too scared. And then when I'm in stranded deep, I don't even care if there's sharks in there because I can swim with sharks and I don't care if they bite me because then again, my games are saved. But I want to put it out there that in stranded deep, there's also sharks. So I got to swim with sharks in the game. And I love animals. I love anything related with sea animals, and I'm not really scared to admit that. I like to swim with the sharks, and I like to swim with the dolphins and the whales and the orcas and humpback whales and beluga whales and, bump whales, whatever you want to call it. And don't forget the narwhals. No, narwhals. Those narwhals. Not to mention the narwhals. Don't forget the narwhals. They're so cute. Yeah, I got so many good things going on. I like anything. Now, regarding to what Nezzy saying she's going to become a zoologist, I decided to cancel my zoology classes and I'm going back to working with the aquarium. I have some good news though. I'm going to cry because this has never happened. So, with what I got at and the papers that the email I received, I will be doing local state aquariums. So Texas, Louisiana, all over the United States, I will be at the aquarium. I will be working at the local aquarium in your state and anyone's state. So if you get the chance to see me, I will be working at the aquarium and you will see me there. I will wave at you. Like if I don't see your face, I will wave at you. I'll probably remember what you look like because I will wave. I will be a scuba diver. So locally, I will be going into other people's states and I will be doing local aquarium type stuff. So I canceled being a zoologist. I decided to go for my aquarium job. I'm working with sea animals instead of animals on land. Now I do like animals on land, like the tigers, the lions, the zebras, and the bobcats, and the all kinds of stuff like that. But I just cannot handle being near all of them because I do have a fear of lions, tigers, bobcats, and anything. I cannot handle it. Like anything on land is just kind of scary. And don't forget the hyenas because there's hyenas in zoos and I really don't like that. And regarding how hyenas are in the zoo, I just never want to go near any of them. Now, back then, when I went to the zoo as a young girl with my dad and his girlfriend, I got cotton candy or big Laffy oh no, cotton candy with big taffy. And we decided to go see the lion exhibit. And we went to go see the lions or tigers, whatever you want to call them. And then one in general was mating. And then one of them was having a baby. And then when we went to the gorilla exhibit, we experienced the big dude, the big gorilla. Now, it's all on YouTube. Someone recorded it. I was there. Someone recorded the big gorilla mating with his tiny little partner. It was kind of disgusting for me because, like, I was in the background yelling at my dad. I say, "Daddy, look, 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 gorilla!" And he told me, "Oh God, look away, look away." So I look away, and then when they were finished, I said, "Can I look yet?" And he's like, "Yes, you can look." And I was like, "What were they doing?" He was like, "Wrestling, wrestling, wrestling." Are you wrestling? Wrestling. I was so young. At 13, I knew what sex was. Wrestling. Are you... Dude, as dumb as anyone could be. Wrestling! Can we not just say that animals can have sex too? Could you just not tell me that they were just fucking? Excuse my language, but that's what they were fucking doing. They were fucking. Like, come on. Come on. Wrestling? Ew. Like, that's not WWE, but wrestling. Like, seriously? Wrestling? Oh my God. I laughed my ass off. When I turned 13, I remembered everything that happened when I was a young girl. I became a cheerleader. I was supposed to get a new mom when my dad's in, but that never happened. So they took me to the zoo. And, I thought my dad was going to propose to her while we were at the zoo, but I guess not. Because they've been together for like 2 years. And regarding what was going on, they slept in my bed at camp. My bed. My bed. Like, I just got to camp with my grandma. I think. No. Yeah. I just got to camp with my grandma, and I was this tired. I was super, super tired. And I wanted to go to sleep. But I couldn't. So we came in early, and we noticed them sleeping in our bed. In my bed. My dad went to camp before us, so he was there. So I see a girl sleeping in my bed, and I see my dad sleeping in my bed, and I couldn't sleep. I told Mama, I said, "Hey, Mama, there's a woman in my bed. Daddy's in my bed with a woman. I want to go to bed." And then she was like, "Oh, that's your dad's girlfriend." Daddy's got a girlfriend? And he was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah." I was like, oh. I was in shock. Trust me, I was in shock. I was a young girl, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And when I was a young girl, I could never sleep by myself. I was still drinking sippy cups, and I got in trouble for drinking sippy cups, and I could never do that. But whenever I turned, I think 12 or 11, I moved in with my grandparents for good. And I was so happy about that. Because I was able to get the help I needed. Because back when I lived with my mom, I did not get the help I deserved. But coming from a person that lies about so much is probably what Millie's doing. And regarding all the issues that's going on in reality and with her, I think it's about time that we all come together, Fresh, me, and Funfact come together, and we talk about all this. And guys, I really think we need to talk about it. I think it's about time we discuss all the issues that she's doing. And, put difference aside. But also come to a conclusion what she's doing is pretty wrong. And I'm just saying because to me it's wrong that she's gonna use all of her other accounts just to cheat on Dragonheart. And y'all may not know him, but he's a great guy, but I just don't like seeing a person like him get cheated on, and he doesn't believe me because anything I say is a lie. But I'm not a liar, and trust me, I know what she's doing. Like, when she goes offline and Dragonheart wants to talk to her, she instantly leaves the stream and she goes offline, and then she enters Discord, and then there is a GC going, and I am in there and under a name that I don't use. It's one of my old accounts, and I added everyone from reality on there. I said, hey, add me to a GC. I'll just pretend that I'm new. And regarding what the GC was, it was tons of boys. There was Meliodas, there was Squishy, Dylan, Satan, Demon Wolf, everybody that she used to date. All in there. They're all talking to her and then she's flirting with them all. Again. But Squishy, however, wasn't taking it. So I decided to not step in. I pretended to be a boy. One time. One time. One time. So, you know what? I want to show you guys an account that I made. So, for anybody who knows a name on the app called Unreality, I decided to make an account recently. I was yesterday. I used a guy name that I never liked using. So I decided to go under his account. I decided to go under as a guy, an alias. And then I put up her name. And then I realized that she has multiple accounts. So maybe she's not going to recognize me until she sees my follows. Because my follows is like 10K follows on fucking reality. And because I was able to ask one of my friends if I can use their account for a while so I can, do this to her. And he said sure. And he doesn't even have a girlfriend, so it was okay. So I started to do this thing where I started flirting with her. She didn't even know it was me. Bitch. You got duped by me one time. So regarding to what I did, I felt horrible. But I felt no remorse because she was with Dragonheart. She was with Dragonheart. Then she's blaming Yuki Kitsune for making her relationship go bye-bye. Like, let me just say, Millie, there's one thing you should never do. Blame a human being for your relationship because you're the cause of it. And I've been blamed multiple times by Golden Neos for relationships being done for. You want to blame other people? Blame yourself. Because you're the problem. You're the problem. You have issues. Because, one, if you cannot be honest with yourself and be honest with other people and tell them the truth and stop being a whore and stop fucking being a bitch and using the app to cheat and lie to Dragonheart and always go offline to text Meliodas, because Meliodas has been texting me under his Issei Huyanda account and his Meliodas Sebastian account and Sebastian Michaelis account. I think it's about time you fucking tell Dragonheart what the fuck you're doing. Because you will not be doing this to him. Like, I cannot handle you fucking using him. Because you're whoring around and you're telling all of these people lies. You're also fucking not providing proof for Fresh and funfact back then. Well, I wasn't either because, one, I was defending your ass and I don't like defending your ass. Now that funfact knows what you called me, that's actually proof of what you say to other people. Because that does hurt. Now, regarding to all the videos about you from Fresh, I don't care what he says about me. Trust me, it's not about me. It's about your ass. Because now that I know about it, I'm glad they made a video about y'all stink ass, little whore ass, bitch ass self. Because guess what? I don't fucking care. I'm glad they exposed you because it's not against the law. And it's not against the law to use your photos. Because in Texas, it's not against the law. And in other states, it's not against the law. So in his state and funfact state, it's not against the law. But in your state, it may be bad because when somebody like, I don't know, say a job from Texas sees all this and sees the video that they made about you, then that's when they will not hire you or not bring you into work. So coming from me, I'm still able to get a job. So regarding what he put out about me, I actually got a job because of the video, because thanks to Fresh putting me out there, I got like tons of job opportunities from there. because one, some people here in Louisiana saw the video, and some of the bosses saw the video, and they saw me, and they were like, she's a young, trustworthy girl. Maybe we need to hire her. So, Fresh, thank you for putting me out there. Because of that, I got more job opportunities, and then I got my aquarium job. So, thank you so much, because that's a lot. Because now that my face is out there, they will now know who I am, and I'm so excited because I get to meet some people. But regarding the threat that happened with me and this dude that knows Fresh, he has apologized to me and said that he will not shoot me or my kid, because now that I know about it, I can own a gun, I can use a gun. Thanks to funfact saying that in the South, in Louisiana, you can actually wield a gun. And you can shoot people even when you're in Louisiana. So I think that was kind of amazing how he told me in my own state I could shoot a person. Even though the law states literally in any other state you cannot do that. Only in Louisiana, I think. But I do want to say this. If y'all ever plan on coming to Louisiana, please do. Because I want y'all to try a famous dish that we love. It's called crawfish. And don't forget the beignets. Don't forget the gumbo. Anything related like that. Don't forget the oysters. And the scrimps. That's good too. Oh. They got scrimps in other places. Not to mention crawfish is already all over the place. I don't think it's just a Louisiana thing. If it is, let me know. I mean, is it just a Louisiana thing for crawfish? Or is it all over? I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Because I am stupid as fuck. I'm also tired because it started to rain, and I'm going to go to the store and go get some food. So, thank you guys for tuning in. But as of now, part 2 of Millie will come out tomorrow regarding all the shit that she put up on me and put upon everybody else on reality. And I will be getting some evidence tomorrow. If you guys want to see evidence, trust me, I will put it on the computer because I want to show you guys what I'm fucking experiencing as a fucking human being. Namaste. Peace. Oh shit. I have no idea where I'm going with that. I'm so tired. I need fucking sleep. Oh, one more thing. I don't abuse my own kid. I don't rip my own kid. I don't hit my own kid like she does. So, Nezzy, if you think you're going to get DCFS or Child Protective Services on me, just a reminder, I was suicidal back in the day. And when I didn't know you, it's against the law to fucking threaten me with CPS. So, yeah. Good luck with that, because you don't know my address. And even if you did, you can't do shit. Because I never give my address out. And it's impossible to call CPS on a person if you don't have their address. So, where's that going to come at you? I mean, fun fact, if Fresh can vouch for me. How are you going to call Child Protective Services on a person if you don't know their address? I mean, logic explanation here. Think with your brain, and not with your mouth, bitch. Alright, good luck, everyone.